what I'm going to be doing, we're going to collect up A League of Their Own all the way back to the L Word. And we're going to be basically using IMDb to trace our way back to the L Word. And in the process, hopefully, you'll learn about some new TV shows or, just sort of get inspired to maybe watch something or just see how the web is. And it's, very reminiscent of the L Word chart of how they had all the lesbians connected who slept with who. This is like the film and TV version of it. I really just wanted to do a little something to mark the fact that I've gotten to 10K subscribers because it's kind of, it's a big deal. I don't know if you know this in terms of stats, but something like 90% of YouTubers don't get to 10K. So, and that's thanks to, you guys subscribing and, watching my content. And I've had so much fun doing it. And we're going to start by following D'Arcy Carden, right? Our beloved Greta Gill from A League of Their Own. Is there anyone here who hasn't watched A League of Their Own? Because if you haven't watched A League of Their Own, you should really watch A League of Their Own. It's a fantastic and very, very queer show. And D'Arcy Carden plays Greta Gill, who I think many a lesbian who is watching this, or many sapphic who's watching this, has started to fall in love with, which I understand. I watched her when she was originally in The Good Place. Now, she was in another sapphic TV show. There we go. Here she was. She was in Let It Snow for about 2 seconds. She did not play a sapphic character. But this is a really cute film that I have recently watched. I'm actually going to be covering this film as part of my Christmas list that I'm currently working on. And if we have a look here, Anna Akana, she is an actress. So she was one of the actresses who played Sapphic in Let It Snow, and she was in a film called Dirty 30. So yeah, you may recognize her. She comes into the diner and she's having some trouble accepting her sexuality in Let It Snow. And it's, it's a kind of cute little story amongst other not queer stories, but it's definitely a film that I recommend if you're wanting to get into the Christmas spirit there. So she was in a film called Dirty 30. Now, I don't know if you guys know much about Dirty 30, but it's actually a number of YouTubers who got together and here we go, Dirty 30. And this is, 2016. That's a little while ago. So we've got Gracie Helbig here. We have got Marmee Hart, and we've got Hannah Hart. And if you guys, these are kind of like some OG YouTubers who then also did a couple of films together. Kellen Coleman. So Kellen Coleman is the girlfriend in Dirty 30. So let's go find her. And she is in How to Get Away with Murder, which I will talk about in a second. We don't see her very much in Dirty 30, but she seemed like a cool character. Wouldn't have mind seeing more of her. But you can't always have things are not always as sapphic as you would like them to be. Okay. So there she is, Dirty 30. Now, prior to that, she had been in... So she was in 6 episodes. I don't know. I haven't actually watched How to Get Away with Murder. I watched a few episodes, and I've watched like the supercut of Viola Davis, doing her sapphic thing, because she plays a bisexual in this series. She's sort of like a mentor to a group of law students. She's really badass, and I think this put her on the map as a leading lady way back then. And it was also a big deal for her to be a bisexual woman, and they bring on board a love interest at some point. Just for a while, and then the character goes away. I don't know if you guys remember the name of the actress. She played in X-Men. I think she played Storm in X-Men or something, the girlfriend. Where am I? Okay, so How to Get Away with Murder. So it's you know, it has a lead bisexual character, so that makes it a pretty queer show. And it was really popular. I know it was getting, you know, quite a lot of press, a lot of really good stuff was said, and I know that for Viola Davis, it did a lot of great stuff for her career. Just a side note, she also played queer in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which was a film that came out, I feel like at the beginning of the pandemic, so I guess 2020. It's very lightly sapphic, that film, but I covered it in one of my videos where I talk about sapphic films that were based on true stories, because Ma Rainey was a very well-known blues singer, and so she played in that. But we're going to then connect her up to another show that she's actually just recently done called The First Lady. So let's just go and grab that. This came out this year. I haven't watched this, but in this we're looking at, I guess, first ladies of history, and well, it says here the impact that they've had. And as you will see right here, we've got our lovely Gillian Anderson, who I feel like a lot of sapphic ladies in the 90s realized they were gay because of Gillian Anderson playing Dana Scully in The X-Files. I was a big fan of that show, but you know, she wasn't my awakening, but I liked her a lot. And so here she's playing Eleanor Roosevelt. And I don't know if you guys, I mean, I'm assuming you guys know this, but Eleanor Roosevelt is queer. I did a history of sapphic film and TV, and I actually learned through that that Eleanor Roosevelt, she loved the first sapphic film to ever get made, Mädchen in Uniform, so much that she was instrumental in getting it released into the United States. The only problem was that it had to get edited to take out all of the sapphic content, or so I understand. So Gillian Anderson gets to play her, making this again, First Lady, making it a queer show, which I do have it on my list. I do intend to watch it at some point. Now, Gillian Anderson. So I don't know if this is the first time she's played queer. Oh, no, I lied. The Fall. Yeah. There was some stuff going on with Archie Punjabi there. Definitely some undertones. Stella Gibson, yeah, she was also fruity, and a real badass. She was a really cool character. And if you know The Good Wife, you'll know Archie Punjabi was in that, and she played a very cool bisexual character who she would like get all of the information for this law firm, and yeah, she had some lady love interests in that. And then because Archie Punjabi is a UK actress, she then went back to the UK and ended up being in The Fall. And there was, you know, there's a very well, I don't know if it's very well known, but it's very well known to me, where there's a man who's sent over some drinks, and neither Stella nor the Archie Punjabi character are very interested in that. And so Stella basically lands a smacker on her. It was very nice. I liked it. Anyway, besides the point, the next show that we're going to link up. No, we have to go down through The Fall. Oh, look, there we go. I wasn't doing a side little side thing. Oh, yes. Okay, let me just have a look at these comments for a second and just see what you might have been saying. Okay, yes, Gillian Anderson also has my heart. She is lovely. Yes, and Stella Gibson was very fruity. I like that. It's such a nice term. And also, if you watch A League of Their Own, saying that, you know, the entire peaches were all fruit, I think that's very apropos, don't you? Okay, Gillian Anderson in The Fall. Yes, she was fruity in that. Now we're going to go to Archie Punjabi. I really like her as an actress. I think I had a bit of a crush on her. I mean, I definitely had a bit of a crush on her. She incidentally plays the sister in Bend It Like Beckham, right? So, already showing up in sapphically coded films all the way back. Oh, she's in Snowpiercer. Okay, I have to go and watch Snowpiercer now because I think there's also some sapphic stuff going on. And yeah. Then we're going to go to The Good Wife. Ah, I love The Good Wife. That was such a banger of a series. I had feelings about that. I was shipping Kalinda and Alicia very, very hard. And this is a really good quality show. Like, I would 100% recommend going to watch this. They also did a spin-off of The Good Wife. I can't remember the show, but they've done a spin-off of it. Yes, the spin-off is The Good Fight. I have not watched The Good Fight. But again, it's one of the, I have a list. I have a really long list. I have a list of like about 100 shows and films that I want to watch. Most of them sapphic because, I obviously want to continue to make content. All right, this actress. Okay. Oh, Sepida. I mean, you know where this is going, don't you? So we've got Sepida was in The Good Wife. Oh yeah, let me go find her on IMDb. If you're into the L Word and you like Gigi, so she was in The Good Wife, which, let's see, how much was she in The Good Wife? She was in one episode in 2014. Yeah. Maybe she played queer character. I'm pretty sure she didn't. I don't remember. I probably would have remembered that since I do love this show. So, what am I doing? Nice, it's getting these little error messages. Okay, Sepida, and of course, we know what she's been in. She's been in the L Word Generation Q. And from L Word Generation Q, I mean, how many options do we have to link it back to the original series? I mean, we've got Jennifer Beals, we've got Kate Mooney, we've got Leisha. I mean, it's just an embarrassment of riches right about now. And that is how you link up. Oh, The Good Fight has a sapphic storyline. Fantastic. Well, thank you for letting me know, Sharon. So I guess that gets bumped up on my list. So that's good. And so now we are back to the L Word. And I don't know how many moves that was. It was a few. But hopefully that was interesting to you guys to see just how much, how connected it all is. Once you play a queer character once, the likelihood of you playing a queer character again is pretty high, or being in a queer show is incredibly high. So there we go.